Hello everyone, I'm Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and welcome to the 20th stream, 20th building stream on Belleflore on the 20th of June. Isn't that nice? I think it's nice, And yes, 20 streams, that's about 60 hours of content. That's kind of crazy, honestly, now that I think about it. That means that 60 hours out of the maybe 2,000 hours, maybe even more, that I put into Belleflore have been streamed with you guys. Hello everyone, nice to see you all. Very nice to be back on stream on this very warm summer's day. Honestly, we have a heat wave going on in France right now and in most of Europe, honestly. So yeah, it's absolutely crazy. How is everyone doing? Let me greet you all. Hello Shane, hello Evil the Skeleton, hello Tog, I'm here Tog, don't worry, I'm here. Hello Email and by email. Hello 10 Pilots, hello Hendrik, hello Janata, hello Bryce, hello everyone, nice to be back. Alright, so yes, I wanted to do a quick welcome to the stream screen on the Crow. It's always easier to do it on that, but that's okay. We'll go back to Belleflore right away. Whew. Feeling a bit warm. Honestly, I might use my my hand fan. Oh yeah, that's better. You might hear that. Can you hear that? I think you can hear that. I can hear that, so you might hear that as well. Hello Fahrenheit, hello Coaster Engineer, nice to see you all. And it's a little bit weird these days because the morning and the evening is the only time where I see the light of day because my room is entirely facing the sun, so it's not great for those heat waves. Hey Grimdev, welcome to the stream. Here just in time for my lunch break. Yay! Awesome. All right, so we've done. Well, I say we. I've done the station in the meantime since last Belleflore stream. I started working on Belleflore again. I think it was on Friday. Yeah, Friday. And yeah, there we go. So now we're doing the queue line. The queue line is gonna have a similar setup to what we've done. I think it was a week and a half ago when we've done the exit for the ride. And in that is going to be inside a concrete building, which is very dark right now. And then on top of that, we'll have I don't know if it's gonna be a building or if it's just gonna be a queue cover on top of this, but we shall see. I think we'll make that decision in the stream together. But for now, we have a lot of rock work to do. I think what we'll do first is completely do the outside, and then if we have some time left, we'll do the inside like we've done with the exit last time. But yeah, that's the program for tonight. Heard I'm having trouble keeping cool. Yeah, me too. Why isn't the stream working? But I paused it. yeah, that will happen. Well, now that you're live, then welcome. I told you welcome before, but yeah. I think the new tram transport would look nice in your parks. Thoughts? Though? Thoughts? I don't know. Was a few typos in that sentence, so I don't really know what you said. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I will add that in Belleflore at all. Belleflore's ride lineup is completely locked in. It's been locked in for a while now, to be honest. Even though I may think about doing adding the little drop tower. So yeah. There you go. The stairway of claustrophobia and despair. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. To be fair, it was one of the first attractions put in the park, so yeah, it's remnants from the 2000s. I don't watch much streams. I just see so much more cool stuff since last time. Everything looks awesome, and I'm excited to see how it all grows. Well, that's the thing. Now I'm working full-time on Belleflore again. I had to take a little break for a little special collab project that I've done last week, essentially, from Thursday to basically Thursday-ish. So yeah. When is the next video scheduled for? It's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a surprise. I unfortunately cannot tell you guys. It's part of that collab that I've been talking about for the past few streams. So yeah. Oh yeah, the mini drop tower would fit in here perfectly. Well, the mini drop tower, first of all, I want to do a pass here with the new pieces. Once I get my hands on them, and I would really like to put the mini drop tower here if it fits. I'm gonna have to experiment with that a little bit. Another thing that I want to change is those tables, which look very inside-y, and I feel like the new chairs, the new round table with the chairs would look a lot better outside of here. So yeah. So what area would the tiny drop tower hypothetically go? It would be either here, but I don't know with the show building if I'm gonna be able to hide that very well. And if not, I think I may do it here instead, in the archaeological site of the Mexican area. So yeah, might be where I put it, because the what's it called? The archaeological site of the Mexican area is already having a parachute ride. So a parachute ride it's kind of a big drop tower for families, of course, but still like kind of big. And so if kids want to get a taste of what it feels like, I feel like a tinier drop tower next to it would be a good idea. So yeah, we shall see, honestly. I'm thinking about something like you did for the toy box pack. Hey, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm not sure at all. I want to make a small dive coaster. Yes, in fact, I've actually planned one for Camtasia World, so that's gonna be really exciting. It's gonna be one of the big new additions. Oh yeah, I have to copy those before I get done. Before I get anything done. But yeah, I'm thinking that I might do a mini dive, now that we can do that, for Camtasia World. I think that'll be a nice idea. All right, let's get building. Another good thing is that I'm starting to stop coughing, so that's pretty good, even though I'm about to cough. But yeah, usually it's a little bit harder when I'm streaming, I'm not gonna lie. It's just because I use my voice a lot more. In my daily life, I don't actually use my voice all that much, aside from the recordings and the streams. Otherwise, I'm a pretty silent type, except when it comes to singing. I really like singing. If you've known me for a while, you've known that about me, and that's how I keep my my voice pretty sharp, or at least I hope. It's all about, you know, training the voice. To me, it's much more a physical exercise than something that is actually artistic. Like I don't write songs per se, even though I could be tempted to do that for I actually have done that for a cancelled Planet Coaster video, and I've also sung before in a handful of videos, if I remember correctly. Hey Tog, I've greeted you already, but I'm greeting you again, that's okay. Did you know you could double click on the colors to save it? What, like this? hold on, like, say, let's use that for example. I do this. Oh. No, I did not. That's gonna be way easier from now on. Thank you. I'm still learning things because that's not something you could do on console, so yeah. Are you thinking of adding a fast pass to the park rides? Not in Belleflore, no. Belleflore is very much my ideal park. And my ideal park just doesn't have that kind of stuff at all. Like, to me, most types of fast track, fast passes, or what have you, you know, paid fast passes, it's essentially, is basically a scam. And it makes everyone's life more miserable in parks. So yeah, I'm not a fan of the system. So in my ideal park, I feel like it just makes sense not to have such a thing. But I'm thinking of trying something of the sort with Camtasso World, but it's only a thought for now. Like I have an idea. I just want to see if I can actually implement it. Sorry, not implemented. But that'll be next year at this point. I can't help this man if you even dare trying to fit it in a fast pass line for the rapids. Yeah, that's kind of my sin, really. It's kind of, you know, doing the rides and then having to fit everything else, like all the path things. After that, it's very, very stupid of me. But that's saying a lot, you know, because most of you guys might think that I actually plan a lot of this. I do organize my ideas, but when it comes to actual building, it's very much like freestyle all over the place. So yeah, to the risk of disappointing a lot of you guys. I am glad I'm able to finally catch another live session. Nice. Hope you're feeling better. I'm definitely feeling better, Enemy Flicks. Thank you so much. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm towards the end of that awful cough that I got. Honestly, between us, I'm pretty sure I got COVID once again. So yeah, never take Flixbus, guys. I'm pretty sure I caught it on the Flixbus because of the yeah, it sucks. Don't actually go book a Flixbus ever. It's like the worst thing ever. Probably my least my least favorite travel experience I've ever had is probably that. Wow, I did not anticipate how hot it would be to stream during a heat wave. I remember last year I actually stopped streaming during the heat wave. I kind of don't want to do that anymore. But yeah. I mean, getting sick can happen on train and plane as well. Yes, but plane, I'm sure that's the case. But as far as trains are concerned, in France at the very least, they're pretty clean. Like, you have bins per seat and all that. Depending on the train, like regional trains don't have that. But for example, the one I took to Brussels to meet Broccoli for the trip, that one was... Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, that's not an option. I had to take the train to Brussels, and yeah, it was very clean. Everyone was very respectful and all that. The Flixbus, first of all, people were so rude because obviously they just had like the worst day of their life. Can you imagine? Some of them were actually coming from Lithuania, which is like so far away, and they got up like at, I don't know, maybe 4 in the morning, 3 a.m. I don't know. Because basically the bus was like from somewhere in Lithuania to Paris. I don't know if you guys can imagine that for a second, but that's like such a long drive. And it's like maybe thousands of kilometers in like maybe less than 24 hours, maybe more. I don't know. But all that to say, yeah, compared to trains, and planes are mostly clean as well, the Flixbus had trash lying all over my table. Trash that wasn't even mine and was just left there. It's just, it was disgusting. Like, genuinely, I'm never taking a Flixbus ever again. Nobody can talk me into it. It was Broccoli's idea initially. I never taken a Flixbus, so I'm never listening to Broccoli ever again on advice on how to travel. And even if I pay a little more, I think if I had paid a little more, I would have been able to do something a little bit easier from Brussels. So yeah. Oh my goodness, so many people joining. Long travels will expose people their demon side. Yeah, that's kind of true. That's kind of true. But I usually, you know, I try to live by the rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Essentially, it's something that a lot of people say, and I think that's very true. And so when people were like, "Oh yeah, is that your seat?" Like there was a woman that was basically my neighbor for half the trip until I believe Brussels or Antwerpen. I can't remember. But yeah, she was like in such a bad mood. It was awful at first, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, it's okay, it's fine." And so I started the small talk because I was following the trip. Remember, the bus was 2.5 hours late, so I was literally tracking the trip the whole time. It was a nightmare. But yeah, I started small talk, and then she kind of eased up because she saw that I was I hope a cool guy. But anyway, yeah, I'm done yapping. Let's greet all those people. Hello Pesu, hello Yoppa, hello you, welcome Jonty, welcome Gio as well. Jonty wins the next episode. I'm starved of content. I think Jonty's had to work on a collab too. So yeah, if you catch my drift. So yeah. But hopefully we'll be able to release said collab sometime soon. We'll have to see, I guess. It's like code word, right? So many guys participating in Project Blonde. That's true. That's very true. What if you guys are actually wrong and it's actually the collab that Jonty and I had been talking about for a few months now? That'd be really funny. Hey Louis, welcome to the stream. If I may ask a question, you can always ask a question, of course. If I am in either allowed or able to answer it, of course. If I'm not, I will just tell you, you know. What do you mean we are wrong? We are expecting a collab. Oh no, it's gonna backfire. It's always really hard to do those complex rock structures when you're working from nowhere, nothing. Haha, yeah, can't chat much as I have you on the second monitor while I work on this collab. Ah, I see. Yeah, very important. Very important. Gotta get it ready in time. But yeah, collab's coming. Get ready because it is a good one. And yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Also, Wilson's gets wheels turning for our actual collab. Ooh. Now. Don't threaten me with a good time. No, I'm really looking forward to it. Can't wait to see what you've been doing with the area and how I can add that. Hey Marilyn, welcome to the stream. I think I saw you earlier, but I totally forgotten to greet you. And welcome Coaster Chicken as well. Well, 9 likes and 42 watching. What are you guys doing? Come on, get those likes. Let's go. I want to see 42 likes on the stream right now. I mean, I know some people actually watch my streams without a YouTube account, which is actually kind of crazy. But it is what it is. Sometimes it's my family members who actually watch it, which is kind of funny. And they might not have a YouTube account. But it's sweet, I think. Evil. Any tips on or tricks because you do them so... Interiors, my bad. Any tips or tricks because you do them so good? Queues, restaurants, etc. I think it kind of depends. Interiors for big projects like say the Dark Ride, for example. You know, the time controller Dark Ride that I've done here. The only thing that I've done on the outside first is this facade, but the rest I've done it from the inside out. So for big projects like Dark Rides or I don't know, interior areas, that kind of thing, definitely start from the inside out. But I also do the opposite. For example, the diner. The diner, I started with the full exterior of the building to have my shape, and then I made this whole thing to fit the inside of the building. Same thing with the interior here. With stations, it's a little bit different because you always start with the station itself, or at least that's what I do. I like to start with the actual station and then work my way, for example here, work my way down to the ground, and yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Or here it's not kind of an interior, but you know. And same thing over there. It was a Dark Ride. I started from the inside out. I basically the big different thing compared to the whole entire doing the exterior and the interior right after to fit inside it. What I do is do those black boxes for Dark Ride scenes or queues or whatever, and then cover them up like this. So yeah, usually it's it's mostly about that when it comes to architecture, inside architecture, and then when it comes to actually you know adding furniture and details and all that, it's about adding a lot of clutter, adding a bit of chaos, but not too much chaos. A chaos that makes sense, you know. For example, here, our chaos is having the jukebox, the records on the walls. Here you have the this thing that comes from the I was about to say the chicken, but no, the kitchen. So you have some plates that are ready and ready to be served and all that. Another really nice piece of detail, chaotic detail, is the ketchup and mustard and salt and pepper are supposed to be like this essentially. So every single table will have a different. No, it's supposed to be like this instead, and every single table has it differently, and so it's all about making every corner of the space feeling a little different, but also similar, included in the same in the same idea essentially. And other than that, it's pretty much a lot of rinse and repeat. If you see, everything is pretty much like copy and paste for most of it, like the napkins and all that. Same with the interior here. That shelf is also those shelves, and also these one, that one. So yeah, it's a lot of making clutter, things that can make your area feel lived in, and yeah. Apart from that, anything's fair game, I think. How much will the new pieces in the DLC be still to you yet? I don't understand your question, Tog. Hey Nitro, welcome to the stream, nice to see you. Hey Dan, nice to see you as well. What are we doing this stream? We're doing the queue line for the Wildwater Canyon River Rapids. No, what is it called? Wildwater Canyon Rafting. There we go. Is that jukebox on the workshop? Yes! Yes. In fact, much like every workshop item... I'm gonna turn that off. Much like every workshop item that I use in the park, you have the share code with the name of the creator here that is diegetically included in the build. So here is the share code. It's 89YY9L8PZ. And fun fact, it's actually made by Stray Peasy, so that's funny that it ends with PZ. But yeah, that's how it works. 53 viewers, wow. Hello everyone, hello Sebastian, nice to see you, welcome to the stream. Very happy that you've decided to join me for your Saturday evening. So hyped to discover all the new 300 plus scenery pieces. Yes, there are very, very interesting pieces. Not only for what's it called, the small town theme, but also for the parades. Like the what is added for the parades really adds a new dimension to other themes that were already in the game. Think of, for example, with the behind-the-scenes look that they shared yesterday. We could have a really nice look at those bone and teeth and horns from the Viking float that Rich has made for the demo park that he's done, and yeah, it's like great. Even I believe there's one in the aquatic theme that could be used for like retro futurism, or even some steampunk as well. So like a lot of cool new things to use in your parks and with existing themes as well. And on top of that, most of those old themes but parade centric pieces. Wow, my voice is is not collaborating. Some of those parade centric pieces that are included in the old themes, the old Planet Coaster 2 themes, are glowing as well. Like they can be triggered, they can be only lighting up at night and that kind of thing. So like a ton of pieces. I think there are at least 450, right? I have no idea. I have not counted them, but there are a lot. Definitely a lot. 200 float theme and 250 small town. I would say the other way around. I feel like small town is 200 and 250 would be more for the floats. With the new DLC adding a small town theme, will you redo your American themed area? No. What is done in the park, I will barely touch. The only thing that I will touch, again, funnily enough, is gonna be the French area, the French industrial area, themed around trains, just because those new pieces will bring new opportunities for that kind of steampunk industrial vibe that I love. And yeah, I want to take advantage of that, because I feel like this spec, if it had come a little earlier, I would have been able to use it in that build. So I want to make I want to make it look as good as it can, because it's still quite recent. I feel like I can change it still. Vapeur sera V3. Yeah, kind of. Not quite V3. I feel like this V2 is kind of here to stay. But you know, changing the as I said earlier in the stream, changing the tables for the bistro to be those nice new tables, because they have a really nice texture to them and look more like outside tables than inside tables that we have now. So yeah, there we go. Seems based on the vintage DLC from Planet Coaster 1. Hey, Mr. Domez! Sorry, I completely missed you while I was yapping. Welcome to the stream, man. Seems based on the vintage DLC from Planet Coaster 1. It's Planet Coaster 2's vintage DLC as far as the theme is concerned, but it has nothing to do with the vintage DLC. It has similarities, but it's not the same. I feel like whereas the vintage DLC had British boardwalk, pleasure beach kind of aspects, this is very much both Main Street coded, and from what I could see of the wrought iron pieces, it really made me think of Parisian architecture as well, which is kind of funny thinking about that. It definitely plays into my future plans for what I will do with the game. So yeah, that's good. That's pretty good. Does the Rapids have a story to it? Like, was it once a mine or something else? So the story of the Rapids in universe first, you know, in Belleflore's universe, it's something that was added in the 2000s, and it stayed like that. It was in the western themed area of the park, which also had the mine train of which the station was beneath that building that we have here. and this was a sort of mining town and all that. You can imagine that, and yeah, it got rethemed in 2023 when they ripped out the mine train and used the station and all and some old supports for the Vekoma LIM essentially, and the rapid stayed in but was modernized to fit the story of that new area, which is a summer camp. And so the Wildwater Canyon rafting, which is the national park the summer camp is set in, is basically one of the camp activities that you can do. I have to go back to my small little Planko project now, so see ya again. See ya, Tog! Just as of curiosity, what does the Burger King 1608 stand for? So it's actually Black Knight 1608. It used to be my old gamer tag on PlayStation and Xbox as well, now that I think about it. Fun fact, this channel used to be called Black Knight 1608 when I did some videos way back in starting 2012 all the way to about 2016. It never picked up some speed because it was really bad. It was a lot of Minecraft and Call of Duty videos. But yeah, this is why the channel is I believe 14 years old to this day. So yeah. And fun fact, this is also why I wanted to theme the Vekoma LSM that we're going to have in the park in the Arthurian area to the Black Knight. And why it will be called Black Knight. There you go, a little bit of a story time for you. Sorry, Jan English doesn't want to collaborate with me right now. But I was just asking whether or not the new pieces will be useful to you as a builder. Oh yes, yes. New pieces are always useful, regardless of what they do. Like, you can always find very, very niche use for any piece, and I think that's very nice. And yeah. Yeah. That's definitely something. First of all, in Belleflore, there are a lot of uses that I can think of, especially for the French area, that literally goes really, really well with that theme. But on top of that, for future projects, may it be Camtasso World or the project after that, it definitely helps a ton to not only visualize what I want, but also it will help to make that. So yeah, I think this park will not use it all that much, like Belleflore, I mean. But I think starting Camtasso World will start to see a lot more of that new theme in many aspects. Good evening, Osna. I cannot stick around for too long because Germany is playing tonight. Oh no! Well, you can watch both. Ooh, I missed one. No, I haven't actually. Okay, that's cool. Unprivate the Minecraft videos. Fun fact, I actually did the pilot of an intro for a real honest-to-goodness Minecraft series that I was going to start when I had a bit of an identity crisis earlier this year. But then I changed the whole strategy, and now it seems like it's going a little bit better. Except for the vlogs, but the vlogs I was expecting them to not perform all that well because they're vlogs and they just don't really perform all that well on gaming channels. But I was really happy with the Efteling performance. Like that was really surprising, and I know it's probably because it's Efteling, but I was really happy with that, and that made me really happy, and that made a lot of people happy to see their favorite park most of the time in my through my eyes, and that was really nice to film. Honestly, I really enjoyed that. Also get some Monty Python references in the queue for that Vekoma. I'll try, but since it's gonna be a darker, very serious take on the Black Knight, I don't know how I can do that, especially because I don't really want to have some gore, but I would really like that. Like the story, no, I'm not telling you the story, but I think the story can make a reference to the famous "'Tis but a flesh wound" line. So there might be some opportunity to do that. No promises though, but I'll think about it. Hey Ansock, welcome to the stream. Would your park leave any of the old signs reference from the odd rapids on the remodel rapids? Memento to the old color of the right. The rapids layout will stay the same. The rapids layout will stay, well, in the story has stayed the same. I should say. So yeah. Yan, can you give me a good theme idea for a battle at the Ministry / Green God style Dark Ride? You'll have to come up with it. I don't know. I know I'm usually the idea guy, but I like to keep my ideas to myself. Especially such complex rides. I feel like it's too hard to come up with a pitch. And it takes a lot of brain power to come up with one, so you know. I have to use some brain power for my creative skills for this stream. This is a building stream, not a what's it called? A pitch stream. Cool, it does look good. Maybe I'm confusing it with the spooky pack as the audit house roofing pieces are often used for the Main Street style builds. Some of those actually looked like that, yeah. But yeah. How similar is Camtasso World going to be to Camtasso Park? So take the base concept, one land per mascot. Or per theme. No, per mascot is a better way to see it. So that is how similar it's going to be. That being said, every single one of the lands is going to be reimagined as something completely different. Same with the rides, even though they might retain some of their ride systems. For example, Sub Explorer, because it is Sub Explorer and it's really great. Will remain an intimate multi-dimension, but we'll have a completely new storyline, we'll have a completely new layout, maybe longer, better show scenes, that kind of thing. So, and you can apply that to every single one of the rides that are in Camtasso Park. Like, Camtasso Park is basically a small, compact version of my ambitions. I want my ambitions to be realized in Camtasso World. This is why I will do a Camtasso World. For me, it either starts with the role the guest play or the role the vehicle plays. Exactly, yeah. Well, for example, you have Sub Explorer. Sub Explorer is a really good example at such a pitch. You know, they both the vehicle and both the guests actually play a part in the story because they're supposed to save the deep sea reef because it's been attacked. Well, no, it's being fed on by the fish beastie. So essentially, they're trying to extract the coral and save it by putting it in the rainbow cave, you know. And so that's your mission. I'd really like to have like a planter here so I can have a tree of some sorts. Hey Elevator Warden, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. By the way, guys, while I'm working on this and not yapping, because it's very rare, a very rare occurrence that I'm not yapping, let me remind you all that you can donate to have your names in the park. More specifically, right now, since we're working on this area, you will be able to be added to that board to be a camp counselor in the queue line for our Grizzly Adventure Trail. And maybe other opportunities in the future as well. I need to drink with all this. Basically, like Walt Disney World compared to Disneyland, the world version of the original concept is grander and more realized than the first implementation. If you really want to think about that in those terms, then yes. But in my headcanon, Camtasso Park doesn't exist. Camtasso Park might be the first concept art for Camtasso World, but it's not what Camtasso World ends up becoming. So yeah. Maybe not this. That. Ooh, that's a bit big. If I can scale it down. Yeah. A lot of rock work tonight. Yeah, I gotta cover this whole thing because it's pretty ugly otherwise. It's kind of a concrete box otherwise. So yeah, you gotta make it attractive. Rock work is gonna be like half. Maybe a third of the work that goes into this area. Hey, this blows. Why would anyone donate indeed? Thank you so much for the 11 euros. And he's a member for 20 months. This blows is actually the oldest channel supporter of literally ever. Like, he's been a supporter ever since I introduced the channel supporter thing, and now he's a VIP supporter. So like, he's a very, very important supporter, and since we've grown very close, I'm also very, very happy to call him my friend nowadays. But at first I thought he was an ass. No, that's not true. I've loved him ever since I I was able to have a conversation with him. Same with Hendrik. Well, Hendrik a year ago, that's crazy. And since you've been a member for 12 months, that means that now you have the golden co-stash next to your username. But that's gonna be crazy because in 4 months, which is not that long, Disblows is gonna be able to have, I think it's the diamond one, the next one. So yeah, look forward to that. You're gonna be the only one with the diamond co-stash for a little while. Is Camtasia World going to be more realistic than Camtasia Park? Yes, loads. Camtasia Park, I had to cut some realistic ideas because of the size I had to work with. So yeah, definitely a lot more realistic. Backstages will be a big thing. I will probably do a road network first. Parking lot, all that jazz, all that good stuff, and I'm really excited to like make an A to Z PC project essentially, because Belleflore started on console, as you guys know. So yeah, I had to do that on console first, and then it became this. Right, I just want to, if it wants to collaborate, there we go. So yeah, loads more realistic. What do you plan on having surround the adventure trail to make it more of an attraction instead of just another path? Well, that's easy. The rapids and the coaster, it all like all 3 attractions will interact with one another, and I feel like that's why this area will work so well in the end. Like, as you can see here, like this part of the area is very much completed, and you can already see how the coaster, the rapids, and the pathing interacts with with one another. It's really great. I thought it would be great, but seeing it coming to fruition really is encouraging to continue doing that. No, you're too kind. I'm going for the green one. Which one is the green one? Can't remember. Is the green one the final one? Hold on, let me check real quick. Loyalty badges. The green one is year 3. Green one is really cool. Oh, we're into the Planet Zoo songs now. Yeah, if you have any questions about backstage, don't hesitate to ask. I saw most of Chessington's backstage over the past 2 days. Don't worry, I'm pretty good at doing some research in general, and I like to keep some creative liberties still. Like, I'm not 100% realism. I don't really take all that much pleasure doing realism stuff. I've always said that my realism stops where my enjoyment stops. But yeah, don't worry. I usually do my own thing when it comes to all this. Oh my goodness! Jeez! I think you got the wrong. I'm not a McDonald's. Can I get a number 3 loaded fries and a large water? That is quite a lot of money for loaded fries, number 3, and a large water. But thank you so much for the 19.99. Evil the Skeleton. I'm just gonna add you to the board real quick. I have to make that board bigger if any of you guys keep donating. Evil the... No caps, there we go. Skeleton. Yes, it fits in a single one. Perfect. Thanks again, Evil the Skeletons. Thank you so much. American prices. Ah, that's why. I would say in France you would be able to get it for about 13 euros and 50 cents, something like that, I guess. Yeah, and goodbye the new DLC with just one donation. Let's go. That's for sure. Hey Andrew, welcome to the stream. And hello from France. Yeah, you really can only do mini parks on console. Hopefully someday that will change for PS5 and Xbox One users. I'm hearing some numbers that they are working on lifting the limitations, or at least I don't think so. I genuinely don't think so. Like I've talked about that with my contact at Frontier quite recently, and well, not the limitations, but you know, I've talked to them, and essentially what came up in the conversation is how much smaller the Planet Coaster team is. And yeah, they still are able to power through and do really cool things like the DLC that's about to come out. So like kudos to them with that. Like that's genuinely very impressive. And actually I have updates on the interview that I'm supposed to do with them. And we're still waiting on the confirmation from the marketing team. But it is still supposed to happen, so you know, that's a good thing at least. I'd love to donate right now, but I gotta get my mom a birthday present. Yeah, your mom is far more important than a stranger. That's for sure. That's absolutely for sure. And I will always support that kind of choice, especially because I'm a big family guy. Like I don't often talk about it, but I love my family. I think they're like literally the best, and yeah. It's always people that I can count on no matter what, and they'll always support what I do. I know that my uncle actually comes by the stream very often, and that's just like so cool, I think, because he's very like genuinely interested in what I do, and I just love that. Like it's very nice to feel supported in what you want to do in life, and yeah, that's just absolutely perfect. Didn't we already have the chance to be named on the flooring of a ride? The other opportunity was here. I think I have you somewhere. Yeah, you're here, Mr. Gomez. You've got the Iron Dome right near the railway customs, not custom. But yeah, that's just another opportunity. Hey Leo, what are your current top 3 coasters? If I think about it without pulling up my actual top 10, I think it's Voltron, Untamed, and Nemesis Reborn. I think. So yeah, I don't know what that says about me, but I love those 3 rides, and they're definitely, so far at the very least, my favorite coasters. I doubt it'll change anytime soon, if I'm honest, because I'm not going to any like crazy parks. Even though in September I'll be joining my dad in Spain, and we'll have a trip at Portaventura for his birthday, and we'll be able to go on Red Force. So I don't know if that's gonna sneak its way into the top 10. I don't think so, because I feel like those kind of rides are very gimmicky, so I don't really enjoy. Well, I don't know. I've never been on one, so we'll see. But I don't see myself really shifting my top 10 because of that ride. So I don't think it will change anytime soon. Yeah, Planet Coaster 2 forgot to give us fries in this DLC. That is true, yeah. Would love to see some fries return. Would love to see some more food options in general. But once again, as I said, with the smaller Planet Coaster team, I would understand if that's not their priority at all, and their priority is to actually expand the game in meaningful ways instead of adding, you know, variants of things, of food, for example. Like I feel like it's their time is better spent on new features like the parades instead of things like new food. You know, it's not really that needed. Like the game doesn't critically need fries. It needs new content, and ultimately I'm happy to see them put the focus on newer, more innovative features like the parades. Tiazna. Love Bavaria, it's a nice place. I actually have built Planet Coaster parks with themed areas named Bavaria. Oh, cool. Because of Planet Zoo 2? I'm not sure what I was talking about, but I don't know. Seems like Planet Zoo has priority focus at Frontier. I actually don't know, so I cannot speak about that. I only know that what that person has said to me is that the team was somewhat small, and you have to understand that it's supporting the game post-launch. It's not like actively developing the game anymore, so it's no longer a big team. It's like a post-launch support kind of team, post-launch service more than support, you know, because there's still content on the way, like we've just seen last week. Well, this week, not last week. Sorry. For me, it was last week. That's why I'm saying that. So, is it because of Planet Coaster 2, Planet Zoo 2? Is it because of the new CMS Planet game? I honestly have no idea. I don't want to pry and ask that person, because I feel like it's a bit unrespectful. I'm already happy that that person feels comfortable with sharing that with me, especially because, like, honestly, they're doing I think at the very least a very, very good job. And yeah, we were just talking about that essentially. Yen, the horse is here. What do you mean? Why am I a horse? Hey Joshua, welcome to the stream. Your uncle was the contact at Frontier, right? Oh, is that the other uncle? No, that's just full BS, man. That never happened. It was fiction. All made up. No, it's not actually like the classic meme, like, oh yeah, my uncle works at Frontier. No, it's actually someone who does work at Frontier, and who is not related to me at all, apart from the fact that we are both French. Initially, at the very least, since obviously now they're working at Cambridge, in those Frontier offices. Hi, Yen's uncle. I don't think he's here today. He was here for the Aquapark Tycoon stream the other day, but he is not right now at the very least. Please tell Frontier to give us the missing food shops from Planet Coaster 1 and those cool vending machines in Planet Coaster 2. I'm discouraged. Well, I'm not the one calling the shots. Even if I were to say anything about that to that person, first of all, I would think it very, very disrespectful, so I would not do it. I basically wouldn't say, like, I trust them to make the right calls for the game, and to me, they are doing that. And beyond that, I just want facts. I don't want, like, oh yeah, do this, do that. Like, it's not my place, one, as a content creator, two, as a player, to tell them what they should do. Like, they know their job, they know where the priorities should be, and yeah, from what I've heard, they're doing a really, really good job. Bring back the studio spec while you're at it. Frontier, no, I need new dark rides. Can't build coasters for crap. Well, that's the thing. With the interview of that person that I've been preparing, it's been very clear that we are not able to talk about any future stuff. We are only able to talk about, well, mostly what I was interested in was the process. What I'm interested in is to bridge the way they work with the community perception. I really, really want to try to, I wouldn't say appease the community. That wouldn't be the right term, but you know, try to make it less, add more communication, essentially. Like, be that vessel of communication from Frontier to you guys. You know, things that you may not be understanding, why they choose this instead of that, why they choose to do parades instead of adding fries, for example. Like, not particularly that subject, but you know, it's things. You know, things that the broader subjects that could fall into that kind of talk. So we shall see. I think since I've just got an update on that and how it's not been validated yet, because they've been, like, frankly very, very busy in the month of June with Planet Zoo all the announcements and Jurassic World and the parades back. I think it's gonna be more in July instead of the end of June like we already originally talked about. So yeah. Do you have any idea how small the team is? No, actually I don't. I do think that things like food options are actually the perfect thing for them to do. A new food brand that requires some artwork, a bit of code, and a new model for the storefront. I guess so, but I would understand if, you know, they chose to use the resources differently. Like, from our perspective, maybe we see it as easy as that. Maybe it's not actually that easy, but I don't know. I'm just a player. I'm not here to judge them. Is what I've been saying to the person in question. I'm here to learn about the process, learn about why they do the choices they do, instead of what choices they do. Like, I'm not here to help them. It's not my place. It'll never be, or, well, for the foreseeable future at the very least. We don't know what the future is made of, but I doubt it will ever be my role ever. So yeah. Awesome top 3, the last inversion on Untamed is amazing. Yes, it always takes me by surprise. You could be surprised by Red Force if you don't set your expectations too high. I always set my... I barely ever set my expectations. The only time I ever set my expectations was with Danse Macabre, and it fortunately met my expectations. But otherwise, yeah, I tend to avoid expectations altogether. I tend to let the things that I experience come at me. I shouldn't have said that. Now it's gonna be memed. Chat is gonna go wild over this. Over how sus this sentence was. You get my meaning, okay? I think you could knock them out over a few weeks and sell it as a food pack, or add it to the next DLC. Ah, I feel like they could do it as an update, honestly. Like, to me, new food would be update stuff, not like paid DLC stuff. But then again, what do I know? Like, it's not big enough things that they should put a price tag on it. But then again, it's only my opinion, and I'm not calling the shots whatsoever. So. How would the station work in real life? Are we imagining that the turntable is not being used, which is why there is another station? So, my excuse behind the additional station here is that it is for handicapped people. Essentially, it's to load handicapped people so that they don't have to go on the turntable, which might be dangerous for them. And people that are going through the regular queue line will come here and go on the rafts that way. But otherwise, yeah, you can imagine that they have a system to stop the boat here, load the handicapped person, and then have the system continuing. Do you know who you'll be interviewing? Yes, of course. Of course. I don't know if I'm at liberty to say, but I do know who I'll be interviewing, for sure. If the interview will happen, will it be in English or French? I've convinced them to do it in English, even though they're not sure of their English. But we'll make it work. If I need to, I'll. Oh no, the music has stopped. If I need to, I'll make some cuts if it's not pacing the video quite well. And yeah, it's. I just want them to be as comfortable as possible and all that. So yeah, that's the idea. I'm curious to know which game has the largest user base. I think that would determine how large the teams are and where Frontier focuses their efforts. It doesn't work that way. Game development essentially works as in they kind of always migrate depending on what needs what. And yeah, right now, Planet Coaster is definitely, I would say, one of the smallest teams. Not the smallest. I think that might be Elite Dangerous. Again, just like theoretically, I'm not sure. I'm just like theorizing here. Don't take what I say as facts, but yeah. Right now, Planet Zoo 2 and the new CMS might be the biggest teams. What pieces of written glass did you use for the windows on the counselor's cabin? Simple. Round wooden beams. Support beams. Round thick, 4 meters. Scaled down to 50. Day what? What's coming at you? Gee, I'm late. I guess new food isn't enough for paid content, but maybe if it came with new vendor options like popcorn carts, balloon sellers, that kind of thing. Maybe. If they throw in some rides and such things into the mix, then yeah, I could see that happening. Otherwise, I feel like it's too little for like a new big DLC. But we'll see. Again, we're just theorizing. Dude, I love the theming of the boat. Thank you! Thank you! Yeah, the rafts are really nice. They're inspired by Kali River Rapids at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So thank you so much, and welcome to the stream, Rush Blaze. See you, Shane. Take care. Hey, Wickedwood Gaming. Got any plans for a Raptor build, Yan? Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty tied up with Belleflore right now. It looks bad. And with that collab that I've been making, I don't know if I have it in me to do another stand with you know Project Blonde right here. I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me for a raptor. I don't know. See you, Mr. Gomez. Thank you so much for coming by. Hey Ari, welcome to the stream. The chat is slowing down. We might need the milkshake song to hype the chat up. Sure, let's do it. Where is it? There it is. Gee, it's all the way down. Here we go. Let's do this, chat. Mine ride, oh Rapids ride. I was getting Big Thunder vibes from the landscape facade design. Yeah, that used to be, well, that used to be. In the story of the park, there used to be a mine train. It was removed and replaced by the Vekoma LIM that we have here. Remember last week I have asked for the lyrics to Moo Moo Milkshake. I'm still waiting on that as well. To that same person at Frontier. Will we get a Yen cover? As you just told us, you were into singing as well. Well, that's the idea. I would really. This is why I asked for the lyrics. I would really like to sing it at some point. But for that, I need the lyrics. I can't just guess them, can I? So yeah, that'd be nice. But I'm definitely waiting on the lyrics to ever do that. And I'm really excited to use that track in Contessa World. Like, I've got a pretty good idea, and I think that'll be real special. Bum 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 ba ba dum bum bum ba dum bum bum bum. Yeah, it's looking more and more complete. Are there gonna be more areas in Contessa World than Contessa Park? Of course, many more. Many more. Maybe, like, if I think about it right now, so how many does Contessa Park has? It's like 6, right? Yeah, I think it's 6. So keep those 6. Well, keep that number, because those will be reimagined and redone completely from A to Z. Then you have the sorcery area, the toy box area, all 3 mini areas for the OG characters. The Dream Gardens will be a new one, and the new mascot will be included in that. What else? What else? What else? So far, that is it. So I think that makes 11 areas total. I like the new music they teased for the parades, but hopefully we can use any of the music tracks we currently have for more versatility. Yeah, you can use any of the tracks, even custom music if you really want to use that. And wait until you guys hear the small town music. It's amazing. It's so good. Now that the parades have been announced, are they going to be in Camtasia World? Yes, of course. Yeah. There's one definitely planned for Camtasia World. Where exactly, I've no idea, but I definitely want to implement one in Camtasia World, for sure. We will get more Moo Moo Milkshake scenery as well. Yes, we will get a dedicated Cosmic Cow area for sure. For sure. This is my my massive disappointment is that I could not do anything with Cosmic Cow, especially in Camtasia Park. I love that character to bits, and I really wanted to include the cow, and it is in the park technically, but you know, not the way I wanted it to be. You know, it's only got the little spaceport at the end of Camtasia City, I think I called it in the original, and yeah, it's a bit sad because I really like the character. My composer is working on a custom track for Meanderville's parade as we speak. Wow. Yeah, Meanderville is gonna be one of those really special projects at the end. It already is, but like at the end, can you imagine? If there even is going to be an end, that is. Oh, you meant in the DLC/update? No. No, in that, no. Unfortunately, no, that's not the case. A Space Mountain style for the Cosmic Cow area would be sick. I have something even better. I'm just gonna leave it out there. I have something even better that you guys, I hope, will love. And yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those rides that at some point will be. Oof, it's kind of a. Because it's still like maybe a year or two away, but I feel like that Cosmic Cow ride will be one of those legendary rides that I've done. You know, like what's it called? Sub Explorers. There we go. Like Sub Explorers, like Toy Box Mania, like Air Force. Even though Air Force was like just my first thing in this game. You know what I would really like when I'm done with Belleflore? I would really like to do a concept video where I completely redo Air Force with the new features that were added in the game since the release, since early access even, and make something that is up to my standard essentially. Among other concepts, of course, but that is one of them that I would like to revisit. Mjolnir has surely got to be one of your best rides. I think it's got a really, really good first half. The second half is a bit meh. Like after the first cave, you know, when I say the first cave is like after the roll that goes into a cave. I feel like it kind of becomes a little bit messy, and this is when I don't really like it anymore. Oh, we went straight dubstep here. I don't want that. I can't remember which one we were on. That? I think that was the one, yes. Hey Dragonborn, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. I feel like I need some sort of foliage here, so I'll have to add one here. And what's going to be interesting is that here is a cave. So that's going to be really interesting. Walked into the club here for a second, yeah. The entire theme of near Midgard is just incredible, though if you take into account the surroundings. Again, this is one of those cases where I had to make do with what I could do on console. Unfortunately, even though it might not look like it, Near Midgard was heavily cut. Heavily. And so this is one of those areas that I'm really excited to completely redo from scratch, just because it'll be night and day compared to the first thing. And you have to remember that Camtasso Park was very much me trying to learn the new pieces, and so I was really working within the confines of what the themes were allowing us to do. Camtasso World will be completely opposite that. It'll have its own interpretation of those themes. Like, take them to new heights, essentially. While keeping, hopefully, at the very least, not the mascot, but the colorfulness, quote unquote, of the mascots. I think this is, yeah, sticking out a little bit. Okay, and oh no, I have one sticking out here as well. That's not good. Thought I'd see how the PC players live. It's so much better on PC, mate. I have to say, it's genuinely changed my life. Granted, it's good enough that we're able to on PS5 that we're able to stream it all. But it's genuinely so much better so much easier on a PC. No other piece sticking out? No, let's go. Cool, 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 cool. Daylight great until GTA 6 comes out. Then we get that one thing for like a year, sure. Although I've got to say I'm not one of those people who really cares about that game, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys are into it, it's fine. But I definitely won't be playing that. You know what I really look forward to this year? I really look forward to the new Control game from Remedy. I love the Remedy-verse, and I cannot wait to play that. And if there's one like big game that I'll play this year, that I'll buy this year, it's that one, like full price game. Obviously, I've bought Hades 2 earlier this year, but you know, it's like Hades priced, so it's pretty reasonable. I think it's like 25 euros, I think. And I think it's like amazing value for how much playtime and fun it offers. How long do you reckon it'll take to complete? What, Belleflore? Belleflore really has like 4, 5, maybe 6 months left. I know that we won't get to 2027 without it being complete, I think, or at least I hope so. Especially now that I'm back full-time on it, I think it's definitely possible. But there's still quite a lot of work. But when you look at it from episode perspective, there's only, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 episodes left, plus that one, so 6. So the series should end with 16 episodes, including the park tour, that is. How has Belleflore not started lagging yet? It has started lagging in play mode. So, not right now. And I don't want to activate it because otherwise it's gonna lag like crazy. So, yeah, let's not do that. Because of the stream, that is. Not because of the park, you know. It takes a lot of resources to stream and all that. Yesterday I've realized that 50% of my coworkers have taken the day off for the GTA 6 release. Yeah, it is how it is. I'm lucky not to be that guy. And to be fair, I cannot take my day off. This is what is kind of... Ooh, that's not good. This is what is kind of weird when you're doing this full time. Like, you cannot, you do not take days off most of the time. And when you do, it's usually because you're going at parks and so you're trying to do vlogs, or at least I am. And it's not me complaining, right? It's just that, you know, it is what I do, and it's really funny, I think, to hear that kind of thing when it's just not part of your life anymore. Really waiting on the new God of War as well, yes. God of War Lo-Fi. But I think that will come in 2027 at the earliest, but I'm thinking 2028, honestly. Belleflore finished before GTA 6? I don't think so. I doubt it. Except if they do another delay, which I doubt they will at this point. Ah. These rock pieces are huge. Absolutely can't wait for Carmarthen. Surely would be best area in the park according to the public if it was real. Well, I would say recency bias. But again, one of my hopes with Belleflore is that everyone has different favorites for different reasons. I really want to have a lineup that is varied enough so that every favorite will be different according to the person. Contemplating on trying one of those virtual workstations from NVIDIA and testing the PC version of Planet Coaster 2 since it's compatible with my Mac. I've heard some good things from other users. I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, GTA is a big deal. Oh no, I hope you're alright, Janafa. Are you alright now? Oh. Let's make that smaller. Yeah, I'm fine, thanks. Yeah. Just making sure that you're okay. Make sure to drink a lot of water. But yeah, the dry air is probably not helping at all. There's a possibility of a thunderstorm during the stream where I am, so if the stream suddenly cuts, that might be why, but I don't think it's gonna be that big a deal, but we'll have to see, I guess. For Carmarthen area, are you planning on theming the area to be damaged around the Dark Knight's entrance? The Black Knight? A lot of people... I think you've said Dark Knight before, but it's Black Knight, not Dark Knight. Almost as if the village has been pillaged or something. I'm not commenting on that yet. I have very concrete ideas of what I want to do. But until I can pull them off, I'm holding off on saying anything. Also because, you know, we're not there yet. Hey, Yoren, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. And welcome, LS Coasters, and welcome back, 10 Pilots. Just got a tornado warning here. Yeah, we got a... not... a tornado, but kind of a mini hurricane here yesterday. It was kind of freaky. See you, Coaster Engineer. Thank you for tuning in. We're still planning to do that Mexican dark ride that you said you were thinking about doing in episode 5. No, not anymore, unfortunately. That is being replaced by an STC boomerang combo, essentially. And the hotel as well. Forgot about that. But yeah, that's also a big deal of the Mexican area. Yeah, and when will the next episode be out, do you expect? I honestly don't know. I'm gonna try my best for the earliest in July. It's definitely gonna be July at this point, because there's like so much to do still. But once I'm done with this area, that is like the most complex area to work on, I think it's gonna go a little quicker. So yeah, we'll have to see. The LIM looks great, thank you. Okay, I was thinking he was talking about a Batman themed area by the Dark Knight comment. No, never. Never, as you said, yeah, I'd never do IP things. What does the area look like from above? It looks like this. It's a massive undertaking. Like, it's a massive project. The biggest project that I've had in the park so far. We've seen Dollywood's new rocking boat. I've heard that they were doing that, but I don't think the POV is out yet. They're still building it, right? Is the station placement final? Oh, no. no, it won't be here, no. It will be over here. And I want to say I really have enjoyed your last 2 theme park vlogs, wonderful videos. Thank you! I've definitely enjoyed the trip and doing those videos. It was really nice to do something other than Planet Coaster for once. And hopefully in the future I can do more. I really do enjoy going to real life theme parks and putting my own spin on a vlog. Because I feel like I have a very particular way of viewing theme parks through the lens of my iPhone and, well, my cameras in general. So yeah, I would definitely like to share more of that Planet Coaster player perspective of theme parks in general. But you know, this will always depend on my budget and how much I can afford to go to theme parks and all that jazz, as always. So yeah, it'll get better over time, but right now it's still not quite in the cards at all. I see you did those more a few years back. Yeah, because I had money a few years back and I spent it all, and now, yeah, I'm kind of I'm only relying on YouTube money to do literally whatever, and so yeah, it's a hard life, but it is the life that I've chosen, because I'd rather try to do something that is my passion, rather than do a boring job that I don't like. So yeah, this is why I'm full-time YouTube, even though it pays like crap. So yeah, as always, if you want to support the channel, the donation goal is here, or of course you can become a channel or VIP supporter with the link in the description. It's always the best way to support the channel and allow me to keep doing what I do best. I think, at the very least. But I do see myself doing that for like a long time. Watching the stream for my campsite in the mountains, that is so cool. That is actually really funny that I'm building one while you're in one. It's kind of funny. Dollywood's ride got pushed back. It was supposed to open in the spring. Yeah, there was no way it was gonna be ready in the spring. How intense is the river rapids going to be? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that, honestly. How can a rapids ride be intense? See you, Wickedwood. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you along, man. Thoughts on the Universal Minions Rapids? No comments. I think my reaction says a lot, though. It's so funny. Yeah, nice view. Nice view indeed. I think I should do a custom fence here, but not now. Not now at all. Oh. I think the thunder's here. Well, theme park vlog scene is pretty saturated, but I think the production quality and format of your vlogs set you apart from the pack. I appreciate what goes into the production and editorial. Yeah, it's probably my favorite to do, especially because there is no, you know, narration that I have to do. Unlike the Planet Coaster 2 videos, where I have to narrate before I actually get to the editing and all that. So it was kind of freeing to only focus on just the editing part. And yeah, it was really great. Hey Micah, welcome to the stream. It's going well. It's going pretty well. How's it going for you? Here. stick to the line to surface. Do something of this sort here. Yeah, figured as much. Is that any better? Almost. There we go. Yeah, I think the clearance is gonna be fine. Going well, love me some Blanco on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, yeah, it's the evening here in France. But I always do love some Blanco. Will there be like enclosed sections on the rapids, like the cave on Minerals Rapids in Jardin Magique? You're literally looking at it. Like this will be a cave as well. Since, you know, there's kind of this section that goes over that section, so yes. Yes, for sure. We're not doing that in this stream. This will be done after I finish the queue line. I want to completely focus on the queue line first, but yes. Yes, for sure. Sorry, I'm blind. No, you're fine. You're fine. Usually, if I haven't explained something to someone, it's totally fine. You were asking, and so you got your answer. With the DLC releasing on Thursday, do you plan on moving the stream from Wednesday to Thursday? Nope. No. The stream will be on Wednesday. The stream schedule will not change next week, essentially. I feel like this place needed some sort of tree. Let's redo it. Maybe one of these? Question mark? Maybe not. No. Maybe too small. Yes, Fahrenheit. Yes, I've seen Donnerwind, and I feel like it's amazing. Like it's genuinely what a water coaster should be, like a modern water coaster. It's like very. I feel like it's very, very impressive, and I really like what they've done with it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that tree is great. Okay, and I'll leave some room here because I'll need to do the concrete thing here. Making a painting of Orions at Kings Island layout right now. Good luck! Yan wants a week to get to grips with all the new stuff in the DLC. I don't know what you're talking about. we'll definitely be able to talk about the DLC next week. That's for sure. How many hours do I have in Planet Coaster 2? With console and PC combined, I'm at about 3,000, sorry, in 500 hours. Give or take. Not like, sure, 100%. But yeah. Look at that sightline, guys. It's coming alive. Is the free update available yet? No, it will come out on the 25th. Alongside the DLC. Or rather, the DLC will come alongside free update 10. Following you to Planet Coaster 2, only getting it last Christmas, and I still don't know how to make an account with parental stuff. I couldn't help you, being 26 and all that. I have no idea. Oh no, it's showing. It's okay. I'm guessing this is the American section at Belleflore? You are correct. This is the second part of that section indeed. This is the more wilderness, national park, summer camp section that we have in the park. Nope, that's not what I selected. Thank you. Yeah, all good. Okay. Here. Yep. Yeah, still no workshop, but I'm actually getting pretty good at custom builds. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, I know what I should do here. Boom. Was an American. It is spot on. Looks amazing. Thank you. Thank you. I'm always trying my best to emulate spaces that I'm taking inspiration from, while still adding my own touch, of course. Hopefully that won't show. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, that works. Oh, lightning! Let's go! Yeah, once again there is a small thunderstorm that is supposed to come by my home, so if the stream cuts, that will be why, but I don't think it will. Yay, Elephant Memories, we love that track. You're nailing my favorite theme right now, thank you so much. Welcome to the Blanco community, for sure, yeah. Do it like the rough way. Might even want to like that. As long as it doesn't go in the trough, it's fine. Yeah, that looks good enough as a base. Love thunderstorms as well, yeah. Lancaster and Lancaster 2 are among the best theme park creation games and pretty much the best world building simulators available. Ah, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty good. Exactly, on the thunder from Thunderstruck. That is so cool. So special. Thunderstruck! My life peaked at that precise moment, yeah. I don't know about that. I'm sure there's still a lot more you can do in your life too that can be even more peak. This is the one I just used. I should just remove this. Oh, I should use this one. I don't use it often. To afford the parade pack, but I really want the raptor. Yeah, that's okay, it can wait. If you wait, you can probably get a discount on it, like in a few months. It's all a game of patience, I guess. This whole game is about patience anyway. If you don't have patience, ooh, better not be a Planet Coaster 2 player. Okay, great. Yeah, I guess because I got the sorcery pack for like 80 50% fewer. Wow, that's crazy. That's pretty good. Well, that was a pretty good discount, yeah. Okay, now we only have this part here to do. Maybe here. That might be too big, I don't know. Try it like so. Take care, Anime Flakes. Thank you so much for joining. I was too early here. Oh, can you imagine how peak the Planet Coaster 2, the Planet Zoo 2 soundtrack is going to be? The few tracks we've already heard are amazing already. Little hole here, maybe not here. Yes, perfect. Somebody in my neighborhood is really passionate and vocal about Germany losing in the World Cup. Something actually pretty funny is that originally I was not going to care about the World Cup at all, and then I started like I thought that I was not going to sleep because of if France was winning. I think it was last Tuesday that they first played, and so I was like, hey, do you want to play Marvel Rivals during the match? With my mate Theo, and so he was like, yeah, let's do it. And so we kind of watched it simultaneously. It was great. So we're doing that again, not on Monday, because on Monday the match is at 11 p.m. The game, sorry, not the match. And so yeah, I cannot stay. I'm not that passionate about the World Cup, but I will be watching it next Friday on the 26th. Never mind, he's not watching, it's a crackhead. Making a Vekoma LIM of my own, but it's gonna be indoors, so I might post a video about it soon. Cool. Cool. I'm building a new Western lock flume. Any good names? I don't know. I don't actually like. I'm pretty good with names, but I if I don't know what the whole project is about, it's like, yeah, give me a random name for for a Western lock flume. Well, call it Western lock flume, I guess. Know what I mean? Like it's kind of funny. Western Log Flume 1. I like that side. Yes, that's good. Even though that's probably... No, that's good. That's pretty good. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. Hey K1000. Oh, sorry, I almost choked there. Sorry, let me do that again. Hey K1000, welcome to the stream. Sorry I couldn't make it earlier. That's okay, that's fine. Everyone in their own time. Some are coming, some are going. And it is going great. It's going pretty great. Really happy to be back on Belleflore full time now. Since Friday. Well, yesterday, I should say. Bum, 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 bum. The themed area is called Old Frontier. Might as well call it Frontier Springs then. Hey Filmo, welcome to the stream. Was watching a movie, so what were you watching? I'm doing good. Doing pretty good. As I said earlier, I'm really glad to be back on Belleflore. See you, Dragonborn. Could we get some Moo Moo song? Oh, we already got it earlier. Come on, let's finish the Planet Zoo DLC's music. And then I'll, if you remind me, I'll put in Moo Moo Milkshake again. Just watched the drama. Oh, I've heard really good things about that one. Did you enjoy it? I feel like it's really my kind of film, especially because I really like films with good performances, and I feel like it's one of those. Following the Western themed Log Flume as Frontier Plunge. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, Frontier Plunge, Frontier Falls. Both of those are really good. Look at this. It's getting better and better by the second. It's all good. It's all good. I feel like we should do the canopy first. You cried too much. Oh goodness me. Well, definitely is my kind of film then. Use that style. Let's see. No, this one is not straight. That one might be. What is your process of planning a park? What are your tips for making a good park? I mostly get bored or just don't know what to do. And how long did you take to plan Belleflore? loads of questions. Hopefully I'll get a good answer for you. Most of it is all about spraying and praying. It's basically what it is. Like like a lot of it is not planned, and it's okay not to plan. Like planning is just, to me at the very least, to me it's just about organizing your ideas and writing them down, and that's about it. Beyond that, I don't really plan at all. Let's do 95. So essentially what I do is write down my ideas as they come, and then try my best to make them come true. That makes any sense? But you know, planning a park, it's really easy to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna plan the whole thing, and then I'm going to make the park. Don't do that. Do the park. Literally, like, doing will get your brain thinking about it, and while you are doing, you will be able to plan. So yeah, that's the whole idea. Like, wing it, but every time you get an idea, write it down. That's how you plan effectively. That's how you do a Yan BK park. And it's not like rocket science or anything. It's not anything complicated. It's just like, be thorough enough to do that kind of thing. Centered at all. There we go. That's a little bit better. Oh, and how long did it take me to plan Belleflore? Well, once again, I'm still planning it to this day. It's not something that's ever done, you know. And in fact, it's something that's actually true for real theme parks as well. I've recently watched the conference on what was it, the past event for Wallaby Belgium, and what they said is that the planning is always constantly evolving, even past, you know, the permits and all that. Even though it's pretty locked in, like every single time there may be something that will mean that you'll have to look at it through a different lens and change the whole idea potentially. And so yeah, once again, it's better to get building, get realizing, like, do your ideas. And while you do that, do your planning. To remove all this. Question, do you plan your layouts or decide the creativity as you build? No. No, I do not plan it at all. Like, I have an idea. Like, basically, the layout for Belleflore is the whole pitch of the park. It held in a single sentence. And I think I can get it out for you because it's still in my notes to this day. Where is it? There we go. Quaint regional French park with a manor at its center. Which it's absolutely not what it ended up being. But the thing at its center ended up being the lake, and the centerpiece became the manor. But yeah, it is pretty fun when you think about that. Like, it evolved. It took a mind of its own when I started building, and it's fine. It's way better to do it that way. You know, let your projects grow in an organic manner, essentially. There's no use over planning anything, because over planning will never get your things done. Getting your things done will get your things done. Literally. Like, that's the only truth to it, really. Quaint. Well, at the time, I didn't know I was going to have a PC, or that I was going to wait for a PC. You have to remember that I started this project in February 2024. 2025. So at the time, I thought I was going to stay on console for a while, which fortunately ended up not happening. But all that to show you, nothing is set in stone, nothing is 100% planned. If I were to plan my parks thoroughly, the parks would just never come out. Plain and simple. Spraying and praying. Can I steal that one? You can definitely steal that one because it's not one of mine. It's an old Call of Duty saying. Ooh. Thunder is getting closer. I hope I'm not getting zapped before the end of the stream. That would be a cool way to go, though. I doubt it. I'm inside, the windows are closed. I don't see why that would happen. Maybe just save the park more often in case the power goes out. Don't worry, if the power goes out, I'll know because my lights will turn off, and I have 1 minute until my my power. I don't even know what that called, but you know, the multi-outlet thing turns off. Essentially, I have a sort of buffer essentially. Which is which the whole desk is plugged into for safety reasons. Because yeah, there's no way I'd lose that park. Okay. 1 minute of stress. It's okay. I do very, very extremely well under pressure, surprisingly. You know, I always used to be the kid who did the homework last minute. Woo. Oh, wait. Ah. That's gonna be a problem. That's okay. Alright, let's see. Which ones do I have to change? Only these ones. That's okay. Is that one changing? No, only those two. Okay, well, that's actually great. What does it look like from a distance? It doesn't look that good. I think it looks okay. I think we could hang some lanterns of the central beams. Let's do one more save. Perfect. Alright, so that was 4 meters. So let's do... Yeah, look at that. 2 works a treat. I think. Almost. Oh, wait. No, I did not... I'm an idiot. That's okay. I'm gonna fix that. Cycle, yeah. All good. Now we'll need to copy those over there. Make sure it's aligned. Is that aligned? No, not quite. Yep. All good. Now let's link those two. Do, do, do. We want the central one to go into that central fencing. Ah, maybe no. Okay, all good. I'm gonna do a quick bathroom break, guys. Because I'm kind of dancing on my chair right now, which is not great. All good. See you guys in a minute. And I am back, and as Evil the Skeleton said, like and subscribe, Jan would appreciate it. That's very true. Why trying to hide things when you can just do like Disney during the building of MMRR? Did they put a sign big building? What big building? There's no big building here. Not even sure what that is, honestly. Maybe add some rope and lanterns. Maybe fans on the roof. Fans is not really useful because of where we are. Like, it's northern France, it's not that hot. Not most of the year, at the very least. Right now it obviously is. But yeah, I was about to add lanterns. Because I am not the builder guys in Planet Coaster 2, but I also want to build something big good. With what should I start to get some experience? Something small, not something big, definitely. So that's one piece of advice for you. Just don't go big. Start small, hone your skills on something small, and then maybe pivot towards something that is medium-sized, and then maybe you'll have the faith to start something big. But otherwise, yeah. Don't start with something big right away. It's not worth your time, and you will. Your brain cannot handle something big right away at all. Let's steal one of these. Hey Lars, I am building the queue line for the Rapids ride on Belleflore, that is. Not even sure it fits here. About this instead. I think this will work. Are you going to recreate something like Oblivion with the new vertical coaster in the DLC? I don't do recreations at all. I find them not creatively stimulating, so that's why I don't do them. It looks pretty cool. Thank you! Thank you so much. I do have plans to use that model in Camtasia World, though. So next year you'll see a mini dive from me. There we go, and then right here, not right here, right here. You can use one of these. There we go. Remove that. Yeah, it's looking more and more finished. I am happy. Yeah, especially when you're here. I think something that you guys might not realize is that this whole thing is actually walkable. Like, even though it's not used by the guest, I did put in some paths so that everything is walkable, and that no, we are falling down. Yeah, this happens. When everything is on top of one another, then yeah. Are you going to add any trash cans to the queue? No, I don't do that. Since they don't use it, I feel like it's a waste of objects. No, I won't bring parades to Belleflore. It's not a parades pack. Park, not pack. Sorry. I've been very, very used to saying parades pack over the last week, so yeah. My brain works like that. piece count must be mental. It's at about 132,000, I think, at the moment. Last I checked, it was there. But yeah, to go back to the parades, my real actual parade will be in Camtasia World, but yeah, for now I'm not touching much of the parades at all. I really like the feature. I feel like they've really implemented it really well, and I was really impressed when they showed it to us. But yeah, it's not the right time for me to try a parade. Add a sign saying "Do not climb the ropes." This is not America. This is France. People have like common sense. You know what? Just for that comment, I'm just removing this. What else can we do on the outside? I think we could add some foliage around. Maybe another one of these boats. What are my thoughts on Planet Zoo 2? I think it's cool. Unfortunately, I'm not all that hyped. One, because I'm not really into the content creator loop yet. I say yet because I've asked, so we'll see if that comes to pass at all. But yeah, so far, not that hyped at all, especially because I didn't really play the first one, unfortunately, because when it came out on console a few months later, Planet Coaster 2 was announced, so my attention completely shifted to back to Planet Coaster, and so I got like, I don't know, 240 hours on Zoo maybe. So yeah, there we go. In front we have a coaster behind small fences of 1.2 meters, so I think we can handle a rope on a wall. We can definitely handle a rope on a wall. That is for sure. It's always baffling to me how far security measures have to go in certain countries around the world. Like, I kind of get it, but also, like, it's so overprotective, I feel. Hey Nilis, welcome to the stream. I want to use one of these to hide that. Like so, somewhat. That works. Oh yeah, we could put this here instead. When you build and you're not streaming, do you put music or something like a podcast / YouTube videos in the background? It depends. It depends whether I have someone sleeping in the apartment or not. if I do, then yes, I'll try to put YouTube videos in the background. Well, in the background on my phone usually, because I don't have a second screen, so it's a bit harder to follow while having the full screen. I like having the full screen experience. It's a byproduct of me being a console player originally. But when I'm alone, it's music all the time. Music and singing, because as I said earlier, I love singing a lot. And in fact, just before I started the stream, I was like singing my lungs out. Now that I can again, thanks to getting better after my my little illness that I had earlier in the month. In fact, I think you can hear that I cough way less often than I did earlier this month. The new DLC makes me want to do over my dive coaster. Hope it fits in the buildings in the theme. Yeah. Something that I can tell you is that the new dive coaster station is the same size as the old one. So if you have to retrofit that, you can. But of course, if you've done custom supports, you will want to do new custom supports because they're not the same and all that kind of jazz. But yeah. See you perform in Star Academy, but instead of singing and dancing, you sing and you build in Blanco. No. I'm not interested in. I actually don't watch TV at all. Like at all. I'm a huge streaming guy. Like you know, Netflix, Amazon Prime, that kind of stuff. But I hate TV, like viscerally. And I have since I was very, very young. I feel like it's because I've discovered YouTube very early in my years, and so YouTube really became my my TV essentially. By the way, I remember in one of the old versions of the park, you had a dive coaster place? Is that going to come? A dive coaster place? I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I've never made a dive coaster, ever. YouTube wasn't there when I was young. Yeah, you're an old guy, we know. Maybe a dry one here. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. You had some type of coaster placed behind one of the areas? Are you talking about this? This is just a previous blueprint of mine. I've just placed it here so I could steal the supports for the Vekoma LIM. But it's definitely not a dive coaster. It's another Vekoma LIM. A shorter one that I've made for a cancelled dive. What am I saying? Dive Halloween project. no, then I have no idea what you're talking about. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm trying to search my memory, but I've never talked about any dive coaster ever. Nor did I have any plans of making any. See you, Junata. Thank you so much for stopping by as always. It's a pleasure to have you. And good night, mate. That's good. Yeah, I gotta stay hydrated. For sure. Maybe it was this park, but someone else modified it and posted it on the workshop. I mean, this park has a starter map, so it's possible that people do their own Belleflores. But it's definitely not me at all. I'm thinking of going to Energylandia in September. Have you got any hotel recommendations? Yeah, oh, what's it called? Is it Western Camp? Energylandia in general is like extremely cheap. So Western Camp is like a pretty good thing. Are you going alone though? Because we were a group, so it was like a little cheaper, I guess. But yeah, I don't know if it is interesting if you're alone. But yeah, I have very good fond memories of Western Camp, especially because it's linked to the park with a little transit system that's pretty nice. Or you can just walk. It's like a 15-20 minute walk to and from the park. And I remember we did that a lot with Corvus and Antonio because we stopped by the McDonald's on the way. And I've heard the park got the offerings near the park may have gotten bigger, so I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm keeping that as it is. Do I want to do the interior, or am I lazy and I'm going to wait till tomorrow? What do you guys think? Thinking of adding some type of water dripping sound in the cave. No, because unfortunately it goes through walls, so if you are going to hear it here, you're going to hear it like here and here. So yeah, not a good idea, unfortunately. It's a bit weird how audio works in Planet Coaster. Though from what I understand, they kind of overhauled it for the parade. I just noticed that this piece was slightly peeking through. There we go. that's why. Okay, well. You don't have to detail the back, no one will know. What are you talking about, the back? What back are you talking about is what I mean. But yeah, that's a pretty good sideline to welcome you to the rapids, I think. Of course, you will have to imagine the cavern here. You can manipulate it a bit, but it's like very, very complicated. Very, very complicated. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a stream, but just before I do, let's place those for me tomorrow. And do a save. And we walk around. Maybe not walk around, it's not done. Let's not do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna... Oh yeah, because the lightning is getting worse, so I think it's a good time to stop. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this stream once again. It's been a very, very good stream. We've done quite a lot, actually. I'm always surprised by how much we get done in the streams nowadays. I feel like I'm much better at focusing on the work while talking, so that's good. It's not too hard to think. It's not too hard, I think, but yeah, in any way, it's complicated for stream chat. Yeah, especially with the music in the background, it's gonna be hard to work on any audio. So yeah, I'll do the audio work on my own, and usually at the end of the project is what I do. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the stream, do remember to leave a like. It's always really nice, and do plan to join Wednesday's live stream, because it's gonna be one that is a little bit special. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. This has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and as always, you've been awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I think I've did one too many. Oh no. Oh no. Let's do it again. Bye. I think that was it.